guys, this is Dr. Bhasha Mukherjee. I hope you're all well. So to go with today's theme, I decided to wear a green top made purely from cotton. It's completely biodegradable, just to go with today's topic. And today's topic is called Go Green. We'll talk about how nature heals us and what we can take from nature. Number one, see green. What does this mean? So the color green is actually in the color spectrum, right in the middle, okay? So we go from red to, lightening down to yellow, to then green, and then right up to blues and purples. That's what it looks like in a rainbow. And a green, and the color green is slap bang in the middle, right? This is why hospitals and some places like, hospices, they have their walls colored green, and sometimes our scrubs are also green, because green is a very natural color that our eyes are comforted by. When you look at objects that are green, it actually strains your eyes less and actually stimulates the calming parts of your brain. So calming hormones or calming neurotransmitters in your brain. Okay, so this is the same with being around green spaces or walking through areas with lots of green. It can help stimulate those calming areas of our brain. Okay, so if you are feeling stressed out in any way, then I suggest go out and just stare at something green. Ideally, this should be, your garden, where you're going out there and just spending some time out in nature, or even the park across the road somewhere where you can see lots of grass. So yes, seeing green helps us to calm down. Number two, hear green. Now, I don't want you to think of green as just green things, but more as nature. And when I'm talking about nature and listening to nature or hearing nature, I'm talking about natural sounds. So that's like birds whistling, leaves rustling, things like that. Not necessarily dogs barking or humans talking, even though we're part of nature as well. So to go with that, I'm going to read you a little excerpt from a book that I've been reading recently. In 2013, Swedish psychologist Matilda Annerstedt subjected volunteers to a deliberately stressful interview and then allowed them to recover in one of three conditions: a plain room, a room with a silent virtual forest projected around them, or a virtual forest with natural sounds added. Those listening to the natural sounds, showed their stress hormone and heart rates returning to normal substantially faster. So what this goes to show is that we need to spend more and more time in environments where we are listening or we have access to such sounds. And if you don't have such access, then you can literally go to YouTube and play some natural sounds. You can type that into YouTube and find it, okay? Number three, sunlight. I know you're expecting some more green in that. There's no green on that topic, just sunlight. Humans, as of the 19th century, have been more and more and more and more spending time in environments which have very little sunlight in them. We are spending more time indoors, whether it was in the 19th century with the Industrial Revolution inside factories, or now with our work environment nearly always being most of the day, we're starting at 9 o'clock, finishing at 5 or 6 o'clock, where we're basically using most of the sunlight hours indoors in an office. And how do we get to work? We take buses, taxis, cars. We don't walk, right? And we hardly get to see the sun. And sunlight has been directly linked with good mood, uplifted immune system, and just generally good health, okay? So if you find an excuse to be out in the sun, whilst obviously maintaining your social distancing, please do it. So get yourself some sun, you will feel better. And this is exactly why we feel so much more fresher and happier during summer months as compared to winter months. Number four, eat green. Your belly has its own brain. And this is why certain foods will make you really moody and upset, and others will make you feel really fun and energetic. And that's to do with your gut bacteria, okay? Your gut bacteria actually changes your personality because it's to do with the proportion of certain species of those bacteria that are living in your gut. And essentially, some of the happy gut bacteria are the ones that like green foods, so natural greens, okay? It sounds pretty weird, but a lot of food that we eat is actually not for our nutrition, but it's actually to feed the gut bacteria, right? And actually, whichever gut bacteria species you feed more, they're the ones that survive. So if you've built up your diet around just your McDonald's burgers and chips and fries and things like that, you're gonna have your gut bacteria that like those kind of foods sort of predominating the flora, or there's going to be more of them basically. And if there's more of them, they're going to control your mind to eat more of it as well. Okay, and those bacteria are also not very good in terms of how they impact your moods and personality. Actually, the ones that like the green foods and natural foods, they actually impact your mood and mental health in a better way. So eat green. You've got nothing to lose. Even if what I'm saying in 100 years time goes out to be proven wrong, you've got nothing to lose. Eat green. You'll also feel a lot better because green foods have a lot more water, and we usually tend to become mardy and moody from A, sugar ups and downs in our blood, and B, lack of water and dehydration. So green foods will give you back that hydration as well. Which goes on to me adding to that, water is not green, but it's a natural product. It's got nothing added to it. So you should also have more water. Number 5. Number 5 is feel green. You can go ahead and pet a tree or pat your lawn down if you really want to. But again, here I'm talking about green being associated with nature. Okay, and here I'm talking about any kind of natural touch, right? Not with machines, with another human, with another animal. Okay, when we hug or touch another human, we feel good. Okay, it releases our happy hormones in our brain, and that can be sex. It can be just a non-sexual hug. It can be holding hands. It can even be you petting your dog or cat. It's been scientifically proven that when we sit our cats on our laps and they do the vibration thing, purring, it actually improves our bone health and actually improves our mood as well. Cats and dogs, they have been taken into prisons and other institutional homes to actually help people cope with stress and anxiety. They're used as therapy animals. So absolutely pet your pet animals or spend some time with them. You can even watch your pet fish, that actually brings down your blood pressure. Okay, and last but not the least, preserve green. I would really suggest you start to think and implement little changes in your life that can help Mother Earth heal. Okay, so this could even be something as simple as you planting a tree or keeping a potted plant in your room, looking after it. That gives you a sense of purpose. Or it could be sorting your recycling. It could be using eco products like Plus Free or Tropic, or the ones that I have talked about in my past videos. It could be absolutely anything. It could be wearing something, handmade, cotton, biodegradable, anything you like. When you feel a sense of purpose in your living, when you are living a conscious life, it gives you a automatic mood boost, okay? And see this as a job, see this as a duty, and almost a way to care for Mother Earth as another being almost, and when you feel that way, you automatically feel better about yourself and your mood is lifted. Humans need a purpose to live. Humans need people to care for, things to care for, okay? So care for Mother Earth. Have a sense of purpose. And this, I believe, will, all of these things that I've mentioned, add to generally making you feel better, your anxiety levels being better controlled, and yes, an improved mental health. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment, press the bell icon, and absolutely follow me on all my social medias. I will have all the details right here. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a green day. Mwah!